Now, I've started writing articles in Grand Rapids for a company that some friends of mine started. And it's really, really a fascinating group. It's called the Elemental Project. And they got together and said, you know, there are all of these news outlets. And what tends to make the news is the hard stuff. What sells is blood. What sells is hate. What people want to read is the controversy. And so they said, but there are all of these other beautiful stories out there, and we want to exist to tell those stories. So this little project that they started, they exist simply to tell stories of positive action in communities. I mean, it's incredible. And so I have been changing as a person as I've begun to go out and find some of the stories of people who are engaging in positive action, doing something incredible, learning to tell a better story with their life. And one of the people that I have found as I've become like this journalist is they're in this community. Ken and Wendy Cabertle. I think that's how you say their name. Incredible, incredible story. I think sometimes they're out back in their RV, and they call it their command center, their ministry command center. I think you've probably heard their story, but I just want to read to you a section from their website, because they have tapped into something profound, and I think they've tapped into something that Jesus is hinting at in this letter to the Laodiceans. They say, our family was living this lifestyle, always trying to upgrade our things, car, furniture, landscaping, etc. This life of upward mobility, amassing, acquiring, storing up. We were spending 60 hours a week in an office, 30 hours a week maintaining, cleaning the pool and the house, mowing, weeding, trimming, fixing up, rearranging, decorating, entertaining, blah, blah, blah. Is this the life that God intended for us? There are only 168 hours in a week. Were we really supposed to be spending over half our week to maintain this lifestyle? The quality time we spent with our kids was usually while we worked in the yard or did chores together. And whatever we had left, that tiny bit of energy at the end of the week, we would give to God on Sunday morning. Woohoo. How could we possibly sing those hymns on Sunday morning? Here am I, all for thee. Take my life, it's all for thee. We were giving the Lord our leftovers. He is worthy of all our first and best. In November of 2009, we sold everything and moved into an RV, our ministry command post. This lifestyle change enables us to move and serve at His will. That's incredible. They have chosen, God, you've given us all this stuff. We're unsatisfied. So we're going to take all of this stuff and we're going to give it away. We're going to pour it out. And I think what makes that story so compelling, so interesting, isn't that it's just generous, isn't that it's philanthropic, it's that there's some meaning and purpose. They have tapped into something way bigger than themselves. They're telling a better story with their life. I mean, one of my favorite writers says this: if you want to know who you are, watch your feet, because wherever your feet take you, that is who you are. You are telling a story with your life. With the choices you make, the decisions you make, you're telling a story. But what kind of story are you telling? What kind of story are you telling to other people about the God that you serve? The God who is good, the God who can't tolerate injustice. Are you the kind of character that you want to watch on film? Or are you telling a different kind of story? I mean, Ken and Wendy, they're telling a better story. They're telling a gospel story. And Jesus says to his followers, take up your cross and follow me. I think about that. What does that mean? I mean, Jesus is this life that is broken and poured out for the world. Broken and poured out for the good of others. I mean, that's a gospel story. That's a better story. One of the ways you can tell a better story is that it is precisely bigger than the person telling it. So the minute they stop telling that story, it has implications for other people. So the minute Ken and Wendy stop telling the story that they're telling with their life, there are people on the streets who are not going to know and who may never be told you have dignity. You are beautiful. You are of the utmost worth and value, and you have much to offer this world. They stop telling that story, and those people may never know that. They may never be told that. When you tell a better story with your life, suddenly there are implications way beyond yourself.